Hey everyone, the Divine Miss Ash. I'm doing something a little bit different. I am going to be doing 4 videos focused on air sign, water sign, fire sign, earth sign, all of that. And in each of these videos, this one is air sign. So my Geminis, my Libras, my Aquarius my Aquarians. We are going to be looking at love, matters of the heart. We are going to be looking at business and finance. We are looking at our physical wellness and reality, and then our spiritual wellness as well. Now, the decks that I'm using Oracle of the Divine Sireness, True North, and Oracle of the Warrior Spirit. So we are looking at masculine and feminine energies, but I'm really kind of looking at those within inside of the self. You absolutely have the ability to read this separately. You can read it however sees fit, and if it doesn't resonate, just click out. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. So I'm going to read these kind of all together, all smooshed together. And we will go ahead and just start with the underlying energies. So the underlying energies for my air signs here, I'm going to go 2 under for a reason here. We have the knowledge of knowing, and this is very much the feminine energy. And in this particular case, I'm going to say this is more of the soul-based energy. Okay, the heart-based, the soul-based energy is knowing that miracles happen. Miracles happen when we're vulnerable, when we strip down, when we stop lying to ourselves. And I don't mean that in a deceptive way, but it's like when we stop trying to be something that we're not. Feminines know that. Feminine energy knows that. Spiritual energy knows that. But the 3D masculine energy is a little behind the curve, because that energy we have as a lot of stress and burdens, and as a way to not focus on those, we are instead focusing on wealth, on goals, on social status. Well, social status is very much a projection, whereas over here, we don't. Like this is the fancy clothes, this is the no clothes. And so air signs might be fighting with inside of themselves right now to be completely real and vulnerable, and yet want to improve their, I don't want to say reputation, but like their influence. And finding it hard to have an influence that is completely unique and vulnerable in them, and not always fit into the mold that society has paved out for them. I'm an air sign. I'm going to have to watch this again because I don't really like listen to myself when I'm channeling. But it's very much this energy of like, where do I want? What's more important for me? So let's look at matters of the heart. Let's look into the heart space. Oh, I should do this based on chakras. We'll have to do that for next week. We'll do a chakra reading. So matters of the heart in air signs. Alignment, synchronicity. We're seeing signs. We know that everything is happening in divine order. And so it is divine for us right now to be rebuilding, to be creating a foundation in our heart. And this tells me that there has been a heartache in these air signs, but that it all happened at a time that would allow for them to rebuild a foundation for the spring. Okay, because spring is a time of new beginning. And the energy is saying, we know that there's been defeat, but don't stop. This battle is yours to win. Keep focusing on the alignment. Keep focusing on the positive. Keep focusing on the new ideas and breaking through all of the old stuff, all of the old battles, especially the mind battles, the mind movies, all of that stuff that we keep on a loop going on. Rebuild. The heart space is in a rebuild taking place here. And that's that feminine energy in synchronicity, and that masculine energy in that construction, wanting to rebuild, wanting to fix, wanting to have a steady, even playing field. Now, when we talk about businesses, we're talking about finance, we're talking about our material wealth and all of that. We have final review. This is the judgment card. This is really having to look into everything. And I feel like, especially for feminine energies, it's important that we are really looking. We're not avoiding our finances. We're actually looking at them, looking at the fine print and the details. I also feel like feminine energy is really coming into this creative endeavors. We might see a lot more people now, especially with the energies taking place, focus into a entrepreneurial, I can't say that word. Create your own business. And that is a new beginning, to really look at your career, to look at your job, to look at your finances and see what's not working so you can build a foundation of something that is working. The other side of that is networking, using the connections you have, having open communication, sharing your ideas, having other people build you up and support you up, and kind of having this team behind you financially. And we have this advice here. It's the 8 of Coins. It's about reaping in your talents and your gifts and sharing with them. Turn passion into purpose. Accomplishment is impossible without dedication. Dedicate yourself to not rebuilding. I mean, that rebuilding is up there in that love space, but that falls in here. We should be passionate about how we support ourselves. We should be passionate about how we create a life and a support system for our hopes and our dreams. Now, in the physical wellness area, we have feminine energy really pushing forward this creative, this independent, it feels, if we get a little bit into the shadow side, it's this energy of like, I don't need anybody else. Fine, I'll prove that I can do it alone. And yet we have the Lovers on the other side of this. That's about partnership. That's about making choices. This is a very passionate, fiery thing here for physical well-being. Wanting to be able to create success, being successful when it comes to taking care of yourself. And the energy we have here is true north. I'm sorry, you know what? When I pulled these cards, they were in a different order. Interesting that they flipped here. Because honestly, what we had, I was like, this doesn't feel right, is the Moon card. This was actually very much in the business, and not in the business, in the physical realm, that the masculine energy within us is more in this kind of illusion. And trying to paint a picture, paint a misconception of what's happening in their physical world. While feminines are trying to break free of that. They're trying to be successful on their own fire, on their own light, right? Like the moon needs the sun to illuminate. The feminine energy in this air sign collaboration is very much like, no, I'm going to make my own light. Both energies for physical wellness need to be focused on truth, need to be focused on shining the light. So, Lovers card snuck in there. Spiritual space. That's where the Lovers were. We're healing. We're laughing. We're lightening up. We're making decisions. We're allowing ourselves to act from the heart space. And when we do that, life conspires for our favor. Life opens up and delivers to us what we deserve by our birthright. Don't let that scare you. Like, I feel like some people heard, oh, you're going to get what you deserve, and they immediately think, oh shit, karma's coming. And maybe for some of us, but you know, it really is like the universe wants to give you healing. The universe wants to give you love and the ability to be confident and to make choices. You have to open yourself to do that. You have to be true to who you are. You know, it's like the universe has a package, air signs, that's delivered just to you. And if you aren't being you, the universe can't deliver it. And that's kind of what the universe is waiting for here. So let's go ahead and just kind of look at the feminine side of it and the masculine side of it. Read that as you will, whatever resonates, okay? So feminines are aligning to new ideas, which are going to allow them to have a breakthrough and to put to rest anything that's no longer bringing them joy, and to bring them into an awakened sense of success and creativity and individuality. And that allows them to lighten up, to heal, to let go, to have some fun, air signs. We're going to keep fighting for our passion, and we're going to align to our light and our truth so that the universe can bring us exactly what it is that we deserve. which is wellness, health, you know, success, love, all of those things. The masculine side of this air energy is working hard to rebuild and to create a network of people that can help them and make them feel like it's safe to come out of hiding, to get out of this illusion so they can align truly to their heart space. So, you know, if you're an air sign watching this, you can read this all for your own energy. If you are watching this because somebody you know is an air sign, you can look at their energy, however it resonates. You know, this is just a fun little way to look into some energies here of the things that seem to pop up the most. You know, what's going on in love? What's going on with our finances? How is my physical reality? How is my spiritual reality? So I hope that this reading resonates with you. I will also be posting water, earth, and fire videos as well. If you love it, please let me know. Subscribe, click that gray bell so you get notifications, and I hope to see you again soon. All my love.